Hey guys, it is Rose. I am back with quarter end update. So this is the debt update. I did go ahead and take that $3,345 plus the $1,000 I already had in my bank account emergency fund, and a little bit of extra money that I have sitting around. I did go ahead, and as you can see, when we started at the beginning of the year, we had just over $35,000 in debt between the car, the loan, a couple little affirms, and my credit cards. We are now just under $30,000. So between January 5th and today, I brought it down to $29,816. So that is awesome to see a whole row done. Of that, I had $1,200 in Affirm. I did have two small Affirms totaling the $1,200. I did just pay both of those off today, save some money on interest. So this is done. That is my $1,000 emergency fund that is in the bank, in a savings account, earning interest. And then this Capital credit card is down to $390. Prime is $430. $420. Credit One down to $300. PlayStation card is down to $2,800. Best Egg loan started at $8,000. I did not make any bulk payments on either of these last two. This does include my payment that comes out on the 2nd. I did go ahead and just update it so that I made sure I knew it was there. And we are at $490, something like that. Car, I am still at about 19.3. I have been making payments on this. I've been making my normal monthly payments, and then because of interest, it hasn't gone below 19,000 yet. This I've only been paying on since October, so this is going to be my least priority. But as for priority-wise debt check-in, the main priority to pay off is done. Emergency fund is done. And these three credit cards only have a couple $100 each left. PlayStation, that's a couple thousand. We'll get that done after the rest of these cards are done. Best Egg loan, next priority. Car, final priority. Once the car is done, we will be done. We will come back to the debt review at the end of June. So we are going to a portion of yesterday's count up of $376. I do have right here. I want to fill out my wallet, and then I did want to stick some of it towards my yearly ahead as well as my monthly ahead. So we will start with wallet. I do order groceries online. I took that out. I do pay gas through my cards, so we will put 40 in spend. This is just personal spending money. Coffee, we are doing 20, but we're going to do it in 2 10s. Treats is 30. This is whatever little treats I want to get for my son and I, whether it's ice cream, candy. Miscellaneous is going to get 20 in 2 10s. Eat out is going to get 40. son is going to get 40. Medications is just going to get 20. I did actually stop taking almost all my medications. I did get air purifiers for my office, my son's room, the living room, and my bedroom. And then I also got dust mite covers because of my severe asthma and allergies. I got them for my bed, and I have went from blowing my nose about 50 times a day down to maybe 2. So that is pretty awesome. Well, it is done. Okay, let's start with yearly. Renters is coming up in April here. Let's see what we can do. Let's do, I want to do big ones. We want to, let's do 15. We will do the 4, 6, and 5. So in renters, oop, I just smeared that. And it's dry already. Okay. In renters, not including the $2 bill for good luck, we have 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 39 out of 140. And now that I have made such a big dent on bills, I am going to be focusing on these and other binders more often instead of just all savings challenges. Savings challenges will still be important, just not quite as important. Prime, I believe this is due in August. Let's do 21. So in here we should have 25, 26. Canva is in August. Let's do 10. So we now have 15. My son's PlayStation Plus. Let's do this $10. And I believe the square is pink. So let's put this in as pink. So we're at 30 in his. Start on Sam's Club. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Just so we have a little start in here. I may pull these $2 bills out. I don't know. I can't decide if I like them in there or dislike them in there. Car registration will be in October. Let's do October is a ways away and we still have a bunch of monthly. So let's do monthly instead. Because these are all October through March. We may come back to that after we go through these if we still have money left over. Okay, rent. Let's do really don't have any small ones in here, huh? Let's wait on rent. I might put some in here, but as of right now, we'll skip this one and work on one of those, or work on the smaller ones today. Phones need to have 89. Let's pop in three. And 2. And 2. So we'll pop 7 in here today for phones. Okay, so phones now has 17 and the $2. If I smudge permanent marker on the inside of my envelopes, it'll suck, but whatever. Power. Let's do these bottom two, and we'll pop that 10 in here. So now we have 15 out of 110. Gas. We had $2 in here. Let's pop 4, 8, 9, 15. So this one should have 75 when it's done. And we now have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Utility buffer, let's do 2 and 3. I did actually use my utility buffer. Without even having one saved up. I used part of my tax return to, because of that cold snap we had in January, my bill was higher than expected, so I just used that to pay it down so that I was back at 0. My power itself is ahead. Let's do, 21. So this is for $181. My insurance actually did go down to $174. But I'm going to keep it at the $181. I would rather have extra in here in case it goes up at any point. And we're going to color this one in properly. Okay, so we have $41 in here. These smaller ones are adding up quick. Still wet. Midco is my internet. Let's do 10. So we now have 13. Good thing we're down to the little bills because we're down to little cash left. I didn't want to put any of this towards savings challenges because it came out of savings challenges. I could if I really wanted to, but I really don't want to. I'd rather see it go somewhere else. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. No, we'll just pop a $5 bill in. 5 more and we'd be... We have other ones. We'll do the other ones. I did keep that old $5 bill. That's why it's right here. I'm just going to keep circulating it through and not bring it back to the bank. I don't know why. I want to keep it. It's a really crappy looking bill, but it's kind of cool. You never see it anymore. You always see these pinky ones. Shows bundle. Let's do... Let's do another 2 and we'll just work our way up. If we go through all of these, maybe we'll pull more money into these. Fortnite. My next couple months of Fortnite are actually covered. With my PlayStation credit card, I do get points back, and the points can be redeemed for PlayStation gift cards or things like that. So I did just redeem a card, which will cover my next 2 months. Let's do 1. Nope, we will just do this 5. And we'll color 5 more of these in. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. We now have $6 in here plus that $2 bill. Kindle and Audible actually came out. I don't have Audible in here. I don't know if I'll make a new one just for Audible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's stop with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did cash condense the little bit of money I had. So we are now at 6 for the Disney challenge. I had $94 in there. Not quite enough to put a $100 bill in there, so I got some 20s. Best egg, we're not doing today. That payment's going to come out in a couple days. Car, we're not doing. I'm actually going to pop these too. Oh, stop falling out, you guys. Behave. Okay, that's card, 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 card. I just paid $500 a piece on these cards. I'm not popping money into their envelopes. I don't even know if I'm going to. I might just say fudge it. I do want to pay ahead on them, but I only have $1 bills left, and these are bigger amounts. So let's skip those today. Do I have any, in the ones that I haven't done yet in here, do I have any small ones? Not really on car registration. Music. We have some small ones on music. Let's do that. YouTube Music. It does connect to my Fitbit, so that's why I use YouTube Music. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that started. RuneScape. I have some smaller ones. Let's go with, we'll do dark pink. Let's start just on the bottom with a 3. 1, 2, 3. If anybody has fun weekend plans, leave it down below in the comments. It'd be cool to see what you guys are all up to. Let's do 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press the ones. I did start Walmart Plus. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and we'll do this 2 and this 1. Walmart is dark blue. You guys, the birds on my bird feeder have been going absolutely insane, draining an entire giant bird feeder in a matter of 2 days. I started using a mix of mealworms, soldier fly larvae, and beetles with seed, and they absolutely love it. And it's good for them with all the calcium. So it'll help them make their eggs, keep them warm, keep them healthy, good nutrition. Any list. What do we got in here? We got, are there any small ones on here? No. Okay, so we're gonna skip the My PlayStation Plus. Yes, my initial is N, but I go by my middle name, Rose. So any list, we'll put the rest of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we have $7 going into any list. We will do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that is it. We popped, I believe it was $156 in towards month ahead and year ahead. We popped money into the wallet. We did just go ahead and remove this without actually filling it out. We just didn't need to. I might keep this just in case I do ever do another Affirm. I'm not against Affirm. Affirm is great. It worked great for me. To cover a couple electronics for my son's birthday and Christmas. So this I'll just keep to the side. In the meantime, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I don't think I'm going to post anything else this month. I think the next thing posting will be on the 1st, which will be Wednesday. That'll be my side payday. I didn't work too much this week. It's been pretty dead. I had errands to do. I don't know how much I'm going to work next week for my side job, just because I also have errands 2 days, and then I have my internet company coming out on Monday. So we will see. It probably won't be too much that I'll be sorting out, but we will figure it out. And you guys have a great weekend.